We're losing! Teamwork, guys, more teamwork. They're burying us alive!
Well, shit.
Jeez Louise.
Honey, don't you want to beat those bastards? In my book, we're gonna be winners.
What's the matter? You got nothing left inside, huh? Because you're training like a damn bum, you know that?
Screw them.
What are you doing? What are people doing?
Is this early access too?
Hey, let me tell you something, bro.
Get out there now and do the best you can.
All right, what is up? Welcome, everybody. Episode 141, the Bad Fodder Figures podcast. Sunday night, we got the whole crew, Eric and Matt. This is Mike. You know, I realize sometimes we don't give our names out on this goddamn show, so I feel like I need to.
This is Eric.
I'm Matt.
This is. I'm Mike.
Someone had to be Mike this time. Let's see. Before we get into the silliness, the free game this week on the Epic Game Store. This is Matt's favorite game. I've heard him talking about this. The Textorcist, the story of Ray Bibbia. Again, the Textorcist, the story of Ray Bibbia.
I can't even say that fucking game.
Come on, I want to.
Please say it, Matt.
Please go for it. The Textorcist.
The Textorcist, the story of Ray Bibbia.
That was fantastic. I mean, that was
good
no
job.
problem. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, maybe it's because Mike said it twice, so I kind of had that in my memory.
So I was on. I was on vacation this week, so I do apologize. I didn't check any emails really at all during the week or do any sort of work on the podcast. So I only uploaded the audio and video of the podcast today to YouTube from last week. So you can go check that out if you like. You know, we don't have many subscribers on YouTube, guys, to be frank. I think we're in the 120s. You know, I mean, Matt over here, I'm trying to upload videos today, right? Trying to get motivated, do something, and I see Matt's got 1.3 million views for his accident. And I'm like, we can't even get like 130 people to subscribe to our YouTube channel. So, everybody's homework is go search for Bad Fodder Figures on YouTube and subscribe.
And view that shit over and over again to get to 1.4 million views.
You know, we're not like those other podcasts where we pester you for like, you know, leaving feedback and going to iTunes and giving reviews and
because we don't care.
Because, you know, I mean, it's all nice if you want to do that. That's fucking great. But, you know, give us some love on YouTube if you want. Yeah. All right, lots to discuss this week. We got all sorts of new shiny gadgets and gizmos and stuff at home that we got to talk about. Well, let's sort of back up for a brief minute. 18 years of Xbox Live, gentlemen, which means 19 years ago, Xbox launched.
Wow.
Remember the landscape? Hard to believe. All this happened after 9/11. I don't know about you guys, but so many things I draw a line in the sand. Pre-9/11, post-9/11. And if someone had to tell me that Xbox was happened after 9/11, I'd have to think about that. But that is true. Xbox Live launched November 15th, 2002, which means the console launched just a few weeks after 9/11 in 2001. November 15th. 2001. I saw Seamus Blackley, who used to work for Xbox, tweeted a picture out today of him of a Times Square, a Toys R Us in Times Square with the Xbox logo and artwork. So 19 years, guys. Have you been everybody been all along for the ride?
Yeah.
I started subscribing to Xbox. I had an Xbox way back when. I had the original Xbox, and I had the Xbox 360. And when I got to 360 is when I got Live, and that was around 2007 when we moved into the house here.
Gotcha.
I had it from the beginning also.
18 years. I haven't let that fucker lapse once. I don't know what that says about me.
Yeah, mine hasn't lapsed since 2007. I had a different name when I first got an Xbox also. I wasn't always Devious Mr. Matt.
What was your name?
Who were you, Eric or Mike?
I was Captain Mike M. No, I was my WoW tune name, Kingongor.
Say that again.
Kingongor.
Oh,
Kangorr. Kingongor.
I'm getting aroused.
Yeah.
How'd you-
That's
how'd
why I
you
said
pick- how'd-
Barb.
How'd you pick that?
It was one of the fucking random. I was a my first character in WoW was a fuck, I don't remember anymore. He was a warlock. He was a the green ogre guy, the big ogre guy. What the fuck were those guys? He was on the Horde, and it was just a random name. I was like, fucking random, right? And finally, it came out. I was like, that seems like a fucking tough warlock's name. I'll pick that.
Wow.
And it was like that forever. And then finally, I was like, man, this name sucks on Xbox. And I fucking changed it. And that's how Devious Mr. Mac came about. The Twitter came after that and everything. It's like, this works.
RoboPig just said your name sounded like a Gwar character. And Robo, in many instances when I play a game like Diablo or hack and slash game, I am always Odious Urungus, which is from Gwar. So very, very topical.
I guess.
So yeah, it's been a long time, 18 years. I'm trying to think the early days. You had to have a little USB thing. I think they used to plug into the original in the front of the Xbox, right, Eric? It was like a dongle. It was like a plastic dongle that you had to have.
For wireless, if you wanted wireless,
Yeah, if you want wireless controllers.
Was that
no, if you wanted wireless internet, if you wanted wireless network, you had to have
something
that.
You had to plug into the beginning in the front of the Xbox. Was that for Xbox Live or was that just for the controller for the Duke?
I think that was for the. I don't remember. That was a long time ago.
No, it was a USB thing to get wireless connectivity.
Oh, is that what it was?
That was for the.
Yeah.
I thought we did that for the 360 though.
Yeah, okay, I'm talking about 360. The original Xbox, I don't know. I'm sorry.
The original Xbox had an Ethernet port on the back of it because I have one.
Okay. Yeah, maybe it was a controller or something. I just remember this having this big black. It was kind of rectangular-ish. You'd plug it, pop it in the front.
That's for the controller.
The remote. Show Enough says it was for the remote.
Okay.
Iron Hill says I'm pretty sure there was.
Yeah, that's right. That's right.
Yeah.
That's right.
For the 360, I had to buy a dongle for wireless.
Yeah.
I'm still sour. My kids discovered my original Xbox many years ago, and they didn't know what video games or anything was, and they just kept pressing the button, and finally the thing said, "No mas, screw you all. I'm going to I'm going to the great console graveyard," and just poof, just died on me. I think my wife threw it away or something. So I don't have the OG. I would love to have that. I mean, you see a lot of these streamers or influencers on Twitch and YouTube or whatever, and they got the OG Xbox behind them. I'd love to have that, but I'd have to buy somebody else's, and that would not feel the same. Although I would probably spend some money if I could get one of those translucent ones, like the green or the blue.
Yeah.
Some of those specialty ones.
Mine was a specialty one because it was pretty much
special.
illegal. No, it was pretty much illegal as hell. I had it modded.
Shocking.
So you would you put a disc in it and it would copy the disc to the hard drive. I had this gigantic hard drive back in the day. And it would copy whatever game onto the disc, the hard drive, and you could just play it off the hard drive. It was fantastic, bro. That thing was fantastic.
I remember, I've said it before, but they were ahead of their time with those sports leagues. They used a website you could go to. So. You could sign up and you could create schedules. I don't know why anybody's not ever picked up on that since. And
they had that one golf game. They had that whole series of the Microsoft series of sports games.
XSN Sports, yeah.
Yeah, they had a golf one. That was awesome. That golf game was great.
You're right.
Was it called Link?
Links.
Yep. Yeah. And then the football game was a little janky. I remember the Peyton Manning was on the cover. I think he was a couple of years in a row. Manning was on the cover.
Yeah.
I remember Noma was on the cover of the baseball game. Not extra innings. I forget what it was called.
I don't know. I can't remember.
Yeah, no, definitely Nomar was on the cover.
Remember, EA Sports had that MVP baseball, which was a great series game.
Yeah, that was.
That was a good
on
game there.
PlayStation. Yeah, I
Some of
played
the
that on
early good
PlayStation.
baseball games are High Heat,
Yep, high heat baseball. Yeah.
Yeah.
the one with Kurt Schilling on the cover when he was with the Diamondbacks.
2K was all right too. That baseball they had out.
2K was. I think 2K had a better football game than they did baseball game.
Yeah, they had a great football game, but their baseball was cool because they had where the first time you could see the like with the wind blowing the uniform. That was a big deal. Everybody's uniform was blowing in the wind, and it was pretty cool.
No. So yeah, I mean it's been a long time, guys. We've been at this 18 years with Xbox Live, and now you just like that shit. Just you expect it, like second nature to have that shit just be there baked in. But people don't remember how big of a deal that was. And then PlayStation 2, trying to remember, did PlayStation 2 have it at the? PlayStation 2 had it before, right?
Had what?
It had like an Xbox Live, like PlayStation Network, right?
They had.
You had to buy something for the back of the PS2, right? That would
it was an adapter also.
right.
It was a network adapter.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because I remember that you could do like the ESPN football game. You could do like play calling and shit with the headset.
Yeah.
That's right.
No. And Brady was on the cover. That's how long that bastard's been in the fucking league. He's still throwing up touchdowns, and he was on the cover of that ESPN game. Remember, you bought it and you got some sort of figure. I don't know if it was a bobblehead or what it was. The network adapter says Los.
Mr. Los.
Came with SOCOM, says Shonuff.
Oh my God, SOCOM. What a wonderful game.
Right?
That was the first.
Man, where has that game gone?
Big multiplayer game.
Yep.
Sony bought those that studio out.
Yep.
Closed
Yeah, I remember
down.
playing that on PS3, and then it never came out in PS4. SOCOM never came out in PS4.
No,
Man,
Sony had to
that was-
close them down.
Yeah, that was a hell of a game back in the day. Man,
Reminiscing. Over here,
showing up with the
reminiscing.
good games coming out.
Yeah. Kevin probably still have all that stuff right now. He probably still got it. So he can pull it right out.
I was a little
He's going to
surprised.
pull it out right now and play.
I was surprised it took him that long to mention PlayStation games, though. We were talking about Xbox. But yeah, some of those OG games are on the Game Pass or just Xbox store right now, but I haven't really kicked the tires on them. Too many of them. I'm not sure if I want to go down that memory lane and look at that old shit.
Get down that rabbit hole and you say, man, this is fun. I got to play this. You end up playing older games instead of playing on your new console.
But it's never as fun as it used to be. It seems like when I play stuff like that.
No, your memory has this way of saying it was so much better back then, and then you pull it up and you're like, this is dog shit. And this is a bit of a tangent here, but my mother, she said she's not doing well with all the news and politics and the country being getting sicker with the virus and everything. She's in her 70s, and I just you got to stop doom scrolling. You just got to do something else. And I go to my wife, I go, when I'm in my 70s, I'm going to be more invested in video games than I've ever fucking been. I won't have a job. I'll be damned if I'm going to spend my days looking at the news and, worried about everything else going on in the world. Yeah, it's nice to be informed and everything, but I need my escape. Now, I'm keeping a lot of the shit that I have here. I'm keeping, but what the fuck are we going to think in 25, 30 years when we're 70? Are we going to think these games look like dog shit like the OG Xbox? I mean, they look pretty good right now.
Probably.
I mean, they look pretty mint.
Hard to say. It's hard to say, man. What the future might hold for gaming.
Yeah, everything's going to go, is it going to go via the cloud and everything will stay the same? Shit goes via the cloud. They can't make the games, too crazy, I guess, because people's internet can't handle all this stuff. I don't know, but part of me, I think that's why I don't throw some of this stuff away, because when I get older, I want to just, be the old man down here, making history, as Matt says, and occasionally playing some video games,
Just locked in your little cave down there.
Just locked in my little cave, 50-50 hands in my pants, the other 50 times I'm playing the games.
You know, hopefully by that time you have that chip in your head where you just think about the game, or you got the other hands occupied, and it's just chip in your head, just kind of playing a game, you know, something else.
Yeah. It'll be interesting to think about that. And it's also scary to say that, like, what, in 25 years I'll be 70? That doesn't sound that far away. When you say that out loud, that does not sound that far away.
Shit, 25 years.
The fuck am I wasting my time tonight doing this shit?
Look, in 25 years, I'd be almost 80. I'm about 70.
God damn, I'm fucking 47.
So that's 23,
Jesus
Matt.
Christ.
If you needed help with the math, that's 23.
I do need help with the math.
God damn. Let's see what else we got before we get into all our console impressions and things like that. I heard the Game Awards are December 10th. Does anybody have any expectations for the Game Awards this year? What are we looking for? I mean, by December 10th, Matt, Destiny will already be out. The Destiny enhanced, the upgrade,
the update.
And cross our fingers, Borderlands, not Borderlands, Cyberpunk will be out, right?
I just want Last of Us 2 to get something.
You want Last of Us 2 to get what? Game of the Year?
Something.
Something.
No, just something. Anything. Because that game was epic.
They already said that obviously Cyberpunk is not included in any of awards. They'll be
coming out on the day of.
Good.
Yeah.
They'll be eligible for 2021, but not 2020.
Good, they should be. You know? Excuse me. So they don't do like the Oscars, right? They like give out the nominees beforehand. It's just like show up on December 10th and it's
they give it out
anybody's
beforehand.
game.
They give it out beforehand, and you vote. Everybody can vote.
Okay.
But they also have a panel of people, like industry people, that vote as well.
So what's up for Game of the Year?
Well, I don't think they've released that quite yet. I think that's
Okay.
they just announced that it's December 10th, and then I think now in the next 4 weeks they'll give us that type of information and let you vote and stuff.
Well, I'm sure Borderlands would be up there with it.
I think it's a very good year. I think you're going to have Ghost of Tsushima. I think you're going to have Last of Us 2. What else came out this year that I'm thinking? I don't know if Borderlands 3 was last year. They won't be up there for Game of the Year.
It was last year. It was
last year.
Yeah.
Animal Crossing, right? You got to think that wins it, no?
You gotta think Animal Crossing is going to be in there. Look how much it made for Nintendo.
Yeah. Fall Guys got to be up there.
Yep. Some indie games like that.
Yeah.
So yeah, we'll
Call of Duty Warzone. I mean, yeah.
Yep. Warzone. Yeah.
As we get closer to that date, we'll just dissect and analyze the list and go over it. But I saw that on my Twitter feed today, so wanted to throw that out.
So that's December 10th. Is that, I guess, online only again, like last year and everything? Streaming, all that
it's
stuff?
It's always online. So Jeff Keighley, pays this out of his own pocket, obviously sponsors and stuff like that, but he does not want to take it to the network. He doesn't want to be beholden to the network.
It used to be on TV.
Well, when it was Spike TV, when it was the Spike Awards. But ever since it's been the Game Awards, he's put his own money into this, and it's been online only.
Gotcha.
He doesn't want to take it to the networks and have them, pare it down, commercials, and all that crap. So,
gotcha. Cool.
Let's see. December 10th, Matt, is a Thursday, beer drinking Thursday.
Yes, it is.
Yes,
every Thursday is beer drinking Thursday.
Yeah.
And it's also the day Cyberpunk comes out.
So you'll be drunk. Supposedly. You'll be drunk. Fucking playing pause your Cyberpunk to get a little game. Nope.
Oh, I'll have a drink with me, but I won't be drunk to start that game up. I want to know what the hell is going on, because that seems like that's a game is going to have to pay attention to, and lots of words and lots of acting that you have to watch. So,
the kids say it's a joke. We've all been hoodwinked that the game is not actually in development. It's not coming out, and to that I say bullshit. But
I say bullshit too.
My son is insisting. How 15-year-olds can be. My son is like, no, that's a joke. They pulled the wool over your eyes. That game's not coming out.
It's going to come out eventually. It might not come out December 10th. I have no faith And they tell me that this game's going to come out anymore.
I
But-
think it's gonna make the 10th.
I don't want to get into politics here, but what happens first? Cyberpunk comes out or he concedes?
Cyberpunk comes out. because the electors don't vote until December 14th. So,
Yeah.
All right.
yeah.
Let's play Los, who's in chat. We're going to play his voicemails. I know that's got to be awkward for you, Los, to hear
It'd
your
be
own
awkward
voice.
to hear himself.
But we're going to kick it off with Los's voicemails because maybe that will spur some conversation about the consoles.
What consoles?
Yeah, what consoles? I'm still an N64 over here. What are you, the fuck you guys talking about? All right, let's hear what Los has to say. I'm sure these are two very well thought out voicemails. I'm sure there's no dog walking, no kid interference. I'm sure there's nothing of the sort, right, Matt?
Yo, what is up? This is Los calling, saying hi, saying happy new next. No, not next. It's not the next. It's now. It's the now gen. Happy now gen. It's fun.
Okay.
It's great. It's great if you got one. If you didn't get one, it's terrible. It sucks. It's not really worth upgrading. It's more of the same stuff. If you didn't get one, you're not missing out. But
I disagree.
if you did get one, holy shit, it's so awesome. I'm having a lot of fun, guys. I don't know. It's like Christmas came early, and it's awesome. I hope everybody that wasn't able to get one could get one soon. And I hope everybody has the fun that they want to have. And yeah, I know I've been back and forth a lot. Voicemailing you guys. But I gotta say, Xbox, they did good. The packaging was amazing. It's such professional and fancy packaging. It was very exciting, getting it all hooked up and everything like that, and everything looks amazing. But PlayStation, PS5, they got the whole next gen feel going on pretty heavy. It feels very, very new, very next gen. The controller feels amazing, very different. Everything about the system, the UI, it just feels a lot more fresh, a lot more invigorating, as you could say. And that's how I feel. I feel very, very invigorated, with gaming. I have a whole bunch of stuff that I want to play now that I didn't get to play before. So playing some more, looking forward to getting in there and jumping into stuff. I have a whole big backlog of stuff that I want to play, but Assassin's Creed Valhalla looks freaking awesome, and I want to jump on that. Got to jump on Miles, Spider-Man, the new Spider-Man. Cyberpunk comes out next month, in a few weeks, so it's looking good, looking fun. So yeah, I hope you guys are having fun. Hope you guys are enjoying everything. And look forward to hearing the show and hopefully playing something with you folks sometime. So yeah, peace out. Have a good one.
All right. Thanks, Los. We'll get to your second voicemail in just a minute. Matt, let's sort of break it down here in bits and pieces. And first, fill us in on your consultation. Did you bring donuts? Did you not bring donuts?
I did.
How did the process work?
So let's start at the very beginning.
Okay.
I woke up early Tuesday morning. Barb got up, got the kids to school, and got Noah off to work and that. And I got up and I showered up and that. And 6:20, I was out the door. Barb said, "What are you doing?" I was like, "Remember, I'm going to pick up my new Xbox." And she goes, "Oh, God damn, I forgot about that." Which is, whatever. So I took off, and I went down, and I went over to the local donut shop, Marcella's Donuts. If you're ever in the area, Marcella's Donuts, I'll buy you donuts there. Great donut shop. I bought a dozen donuts. Okay. And lady says, what kind of donuts you want? I says, they're not for me. I'm taking them over to Best Buy. And she says, oh, okay. She's like, they're open right now? I said, yeah, they're open. They're new console release. So I bought them donuts. And she says, oh, okay. Well, here. She put the donuts in and went over there. So I'm pulling to the Best Buy parking lot there and walk out. I got my donut box in my hands there and go to the front door. There's a guy walking out with his new Xbox. I was like, hell yeah. He's like, hell yeah, man. I'm going home. I was like, well, yeah, no shit. What are you going to do? Stay in your car? So I kept walking up, to the door. And there's a guy there. Hey, are you here for Xbox? I said, yeah. Well, it's to fucking be there at fucking 6:30 in the morning. And did you have a consultation or you whatever? I said, well, I had a 7 o'clock consultation, but it doesn't matter if I go in or not, whatever. And I said, here, you want a donut? He's like, nah, man, I can't have a donut. I was like, nah, come on, have a donut. So I opened up the box and there was like 3 guys out there. I was like, hell yeah, all 3 employees took a donut. They said, it's Marcella's Donuts. I said, yeah. So I bought them, they all took a donut. And then one guy said, here, come with me. So he took me inside and put me aside. And the one guy grabbed my Xbox, gave it to me and said, here, I put them on the counter. I said, here, donuts for all you guys, eat, have some donuts. Girls like, oh my God, he brought donuts. they were all happy. I brought donuts, man. they were thrilled. It was great.
It was a good idea.
Hey, you know what? Barb thought it was stupid. Why'd you buy him donuts? Barb's like, why'd you buy him donuts for? I was like, because they were there at 6 in the morning. She's like, well, they weren't there just for you. I was like, I know they weren't there just for me, but brought him donuts in.
You should have just said, Barb, it's a big day for us geeks, and I'm celebrating by getting some donuts. I'm full of joy.
Yeah, exactly. I was happy. And I'm not done with the whole Barb story, this whole situation yet, okay? So I put the donuts on the counter, open, hey, I have a donut. And you got donuts, and they gave me the Xbox, and I said, hey, are you interested in buying anything else? Or are you here? And they gave me a piece of paper. So I had a choice. I could have bought some more controllers, that memory stick card thing, whatever,
Mm-hmm.
They had a couple games I could have bought. And then some headsets that I could have bought. I looked over and I need to go home and kind of look over headsets and stuff what I want to buy. So don't want to buy in a spur of the moment yet. All right, that's cool. And so they gave me my Xbox. I'm sure.
Did you get one of these?
What is that?
That's a play and charge, rechargeable battery.
No. They didn't have that on the piece of paper. Otherwise, I would have bought that because I got rechargeable batteries anyway that I use in my controller. But anyways. So I got my shit, took off, and I'm leaving. The guy said, hey, thanks for the donuts. Thanks for buying donuts. Have fun with your Xbox.
So you're forever, when you go to this Best Buy, you're forever going to be known as the donut guy.
I hope so.
Donut Lord.
I hope so. Hey, hey, ain't going to hurt,
Hey, no.
That's good charisma right there, man.
That's good karma. That's good karma. Karma point.
Absolutely. I'm fucking an extra $15, bought a dozen donuts, brought them in there, Shit. They had a good time. They liked it. They enjoyed the donuts, made them feel good.
Did you take one? Did you take one for the road?
I did not, no, because I'm trying to, watch my health and shit. Donuts are the last thing I fucking need right now.
I'm glad someone is. Jeez Christ.
So I came home, first thing I did was barge into the bedroom. Show Barbara, I got the box.
Look at my big black box.
Yeah. She was unimpressed. Then I went downstairs and opened it up and put it here on the situation center here and plugged it in, started up and started doing downloads and shit, started setting it up.
Los went out of his way to leave a voicemail and talked about the packaging and everything like that. So can you give us your take on that? I posted some photos on my Instagram, but what are your Instagram and stuff? Any photos get taken?
I didn't post it.
Did you take in the moment at all, or were you just?
I did take pictures. I was very careful opening it up. I took a knife, opened up the tape. The first thing I did was figure out, well, wait a minute, which way does this thing open up? Okay. Finally I figured out, okay, this tape,
They
this
got the
piece of tape,
nice. They
open
got
up.
the nice little on the box. They had like nice little arrows that would show you to like lift up.
Yeah,
where the tape was.
I finally saw those.
Yeah.
I finally saw those.
Yeah.
I cut the tape, open it up, flip it up, and when you flip it up, it's sitting right there in the center of the box, surrounded by hard cardboard and shit. It's like, holy shit. I was like, whoa, lights come on, and oh, there it is, and the box itself was wrapped up in like that soft styrofoam paper.
Right. Yep.
You know what I mean? Yeah.
Yep.
And it had a piece of cardboard wrapped around it, talking about the Xbox. Oh, yeah. I was like, oh, shit. So I took it out. And
Matt smelled it.
Yes.
It smells like cardboard. Yes.
So I took it. Well, first thing I took it.
cracking up.
Is this
Dude.
is this recycled paper?
It's a cardboard box, son of a bitch. But I opened up, I took the controller out first, and filled the controller, and I filled all the grippies and stuff on, and it came with all the cables and stuff, and then I took the box out and ripped the paper off of it, and it's like, holy shit! First thing I noticed, heavy. This thing's got some hefty weight to it.
It's a dense box.
It is a dense box, dude. It's got some
black
weight to it.
box.
Dense, I ain't going there, but yeah, it is heavy. It's a heavy, dense box, and so I picked it up. Like, holy shit, I plugged it in, started it up. It came with instructions there.
You got it vertical, correct?
I have it vertical. Yes. Yeah, I have it vertical. And started up, and I had it on the screen here, and says, okay, we kind of went through, took a couple minutes, came up, and came, all right, here's a code, download the app on your phone, blah, 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 and here's the code you got to put into the app. So I started my app on my phone, which my app needed an update, probably because of the new release, whatever, okay? My app updated, and then went to the setup console, and said, okay, put the code in, so I put the code in. I said, oh, congrats. And it went through a whole setup type of situation. But it knew from the app my gamer tag and login. So it automatically logged me in. Okay. And it asked me, it said, do you want to transfer settings and games from a previous Xbox to this? I said, no. Start fresh. I want to go ahead and start fresh. So I chose that option. And it started up and went through the whole rigmarole, the control need update, and boom, there it was. Now, this is where Lowe says, and I might be getting off subject here, but the PS5, as far as saying, feels like a new console, a new system. He's 100% correct. Because once the Xbox Series X fired up, it was like a regular Xbox. Okay, everything was familiar, and
because they did that, they laid that groundwork months ago to put out the new UI, so it'd be stable for this day, right?
Yeah.
So you wouldn't get it on day one, and then they got 1 million people plus testing it, and it goes fucking tits up,
It's extremely the same exact thing.
Yeah. Now, was your other Xbox plugged in? So if you chose not to do the settings, your Xbox wasn't online anyways, right? You took it off.
That's correct. Correct.
So wouldn't be able to find it.
It wouldn't have been able to do it anyway, I guess. Well, it might have pulled it from the cloud.
Yeah, unless it's in the cloud.
Might have pulled something from the cloud. Who knows? But I went through, and the first thing I did, of course, was download Destiny. Download that, and it took a while, of course. And then I downloaded Borderlands 3. I went through some of the settings, messed with a couple of things. I checked my wireless network, all this stuff. Everything was doing great and that.
Okay. Well, let's hear Los's second voicemail, and then we'll get into lots more details about our own experiences.
It's me again. It's a twofer. I'm giving you a twofer. I just wanted to ask, what do you like best? And I'm sure you already talked about it, but is there anything like under the radar that really stands out that like a cool new feature that one of the systems has or whatever. I'm digging the Twitch integration on the PlayStation. It's a lot more intuitive, I guess you could say. It's very like, I don't know, upgraded compared to what it was before. I'm really digging that. And yeah, there's like a whole bunch of like new settings going on the PlayStation. I dig setting things up. That's where my fun comes in. What I'm not liking is the space on the PlayStation. It's very, very small. It feels very small, and it's yeah, I think I've heard it before that it feels small, but it's not good when it's hard drives, because that's well, it's not good anyway. But you know what I'm saying. It's very limiting for me, the type of person that just likes to install everything and have it ready to go on a whim, But yeah, that's my only negative, I think, so far right now. I did get the digital version, and I'm loving how sleek it looks. As sleek as a freaking huge ass tower could look, but it looks very, very awesome. And I'm still happy I went digital. I'm no regrets. So, all right, bye for real this time. Peace out.
All right, congrats, Los. Thanks for making it through two voicemails, no dog walks, no kids. You had some quiet time there, so congratulations on being able to do that over the course of 5 minutes.
2 very quality voicemails.
Yeah, which Matt will gladly take over Jibber
I'll
Jab.
buy you a donut.
So Matt has just the Xbox Series X at this particular time.
Yes.
Eric has the Xbox Series X and the PlayStation 5.
Yes, sir.
I have the PlayStation 5, and I have the Xbox SSS Minnow. I do not have the Xbox Series X because of Amazon. So I ordered mine on September 22nd via Amazon, and I was one of those unlucky people that got the email saying that you will now get your Xbox before December 31st. So that's my tentative timeline window, anytime between now and New Year's Eve. So there was a mad scramble, I think, the night the consoles came out, the 10th. More consoles went up, like Walmart and Best Buy and things like that. And Microsoft had them available as well. And I didn't know that you could order consoles from the store on the console. So it was like 12:30. I came down in the morning. I came down to one of my Xboxes, and I went to the store on the Xbox, and then you go to hardware, and there they had Xbox Series X's and S's available. So I'm like, sweet. If I'm ordering from Microsoft, this thing will be here in a week or so, and I'll be good.
Oh, boy.
I order it, and then I get an email shortly after that says you'll get your Xbox by Christmas Eve. So, I don't know. My gut feeling says that I will get these things in the next 1 to 3 weeks. Once they get more shipments in. So I don't think I'll be waiting too long. But certainly disappointing from Amazon to have that happen. Although they did give us some sort of heads up beforehand, but I think what sort of rubbed me the wrong way was they said December 31st. They couldn't come to me and say, we expect to have these things in within the next 1 to 3 weeks, and you should have your console by such and such date. It was just really open-ended until the end of the year. And I probably wasn't in the best frame of mind, so I went ahead and canceled my Comixology with Amazon. I canceled my Luna subscription, which I never even used, but I had a that's their cloud, that's their Google Stadia, that's their xCloud.
Okay.
I had a controller and the clip coming to me, and I had the subscription. I canceled all that, got refunds and everything. And then I was talking to some guy, I don't know where he was located. I was talking to him via chat. And I said, I want $50 too. I said, I first started out saying I want $50. And he says, no, I'll give you 20. And I says, no, I want $50. And he finally got up to $30. He's like, that's the best I can do for you is $30. I said, okay, let's start canceling Comixology. Let's cancel all this stuff. And he said to me at the end, he's like, it's easier to give you $50 than cancel all this stuff. I said, damn straight it was. He's like, I wish I could, but he's like, just system limitation. He's like, the system would only let me give you $30. So I got $30 credit, and I canceled all my shit with Amazon, which isn't going to make a dent with them at all, right? That's not going to hurt their bottom line at all.
Not even.
Yeah, that's the unfortunate part.
But still, some sort of satisfaction,
Principle.
and I do get $30 credit with them. So, but yeah, let's hear more about the Series X, and then we'll shift over to the PlayStation, Matt. Eric, do you have your Series X plugged in yet?
Yes,
Yeah.
sir. I do. I do have all of them hooked up. Man. Everything's hooked up.
And what do you think of the Series X as far as the packaging? We just talked about that. Were you impressed with the details? And did you feel like you were buying a premium item?
Yes, I'm a mimic Matt. The packaging was impressive. Everything, and the box was for the heft of that system and everything. The box was everything was compact, put away tight. It was nice. I like the whole experience about lifting it up like it was a damn something in Zelda, when you lift up the treasure chest open. That's what it felt like. I was like, wow. And like you said, it was right there, center stage. It was impressive. It was very impressive how they did the packaging.
Yeah, I thought the packaging, even for the Series S, was really good. I posted that on my Instagram, and it certainly didn't have the level of detail like on the X, but still, very well packaged, secure, and yeah, you opened it up, and it was just there. It was like the golden brick, right?
Yep,
And
exactly.
just like boom, right there, pulling it out. So,
and just like Matt said, the thing is heavy, man. It's heavy.
Now, do you have yours?
Surprised.
Do you have yours vertical or horizontal?
I have it vertical.
And you guys, let's talk about heat. Any ping pong ball tests going on? Any vaping going through it?
No vaping, no ping pong ball. And I had mine on for a couple hours, and the fan. I don't think the fan works constantly.
I want it constantly.
Constantly, bro.
Because here's why. Because either it or they just got it good where you can't hear it. Because I was putting my hand over it and it wasn't working, but then sometimes it was. I don't know.
Now, Matt said,
I could always feel air coming out, but I can never hear it.
Yeah, it's very
warm,
quiet
and warm though, right?
It's warm, not hot.
Not hot though, but like warm.
Yeah.
It's not
Warm.
really hot.
Yeah.
Like warm to the point where you don't think you need to put like heat on down there?
No, not that warm.
Some people are saying in their tiny apartments or tiny offices that the thing gives out so much heat that they don't have to.
They're looking for attention.
They're looking for attention.
Yeah, man, I agree with you. They're just looking for attention. But it's a nice little form factor though on that thing.
Mm-hmm. Well, I'm happy to hear that you guys have it vertical. I think horizontal. I've seen so many entertainment centers this week that it's like the kind of like appeal of seeing other people's stuff has like worn off, and I maintain it does not look right on its side.
It doesn't.
So I'd like to make a comment about the way it looks. Okay,
Yeah.
So I had another part about what Barb said. So later that morning, when Barb finally got out of bed, came downstairs, I had the box behind me. Okay, and she said, "Well, you didn't even open it up yet." I said, "Yeah, it's opened up." She said, "Where is it?" I said, "It's right there." And she says, "That's what you bought?" I said, "Yeah." She says, "That's stupid looking." That's exactly what she said. That looks dumb. I was like, "What are you talking about? It's awesome." She said, "It looks dumb." She says, "Why is it so big? I thought things were supposed to be getting smaller." I was like, that's what it is. So that's trying to bring that while we're talking about the look of it and everything.
sometimes big is better.
Yeah, Los's wife was not a fan. I think she calls his Xbox Series X a mini fridge. Eric, has Jonna gazed upon the girth of the Xbox Series X?
Let me tell you something. Jonna could give no fucks, bro, about none of them. She can't care less.
But she's still got to have an opinion about the aesthetics of it.
No, she hasn't seen it. She doesn't come down to the bed. She didn't come down there, bro. She has no idea what it looks like.
Okay. Well, I saw the photos. I saw the photos that you posted. I can't remember if it was the Xbox or the PS5. And not to be a creeper looking in the background, but I saw all the boxes out of all the Christmas stuff. So I'm sure she's preoccupied at the moment.
Yep, she's absolutely. That is her mission in life right now. She could care less about PlayStations or Xboxes or anything in between.
No. All right. Let's dive in, guys, about the Xbox Series X. Is there anything that stands out at you at stuff that you do like right off the bat? I know it's the same UI, but anything like wow, this is worth the $500.
Well, I don't know about that, but I can say this: it's like you said, it's the same experience, but it was little subtle things that were a difference to me. Okay, so when I put in, because I love Overwatch and I'm still playing Overwatch. I put in Overwatch on it, and I threw it in, and for the first time, the HDR thing comes up on my TV. That never happened. I was like, whoa. And certain games, it's I guess up-resing them or whatever it's doing, but like before, those games weren't doing that, and it's very fast. The machine is very fast. It's very, very fast. Even the downloads were faster, it seemed like to me.
Yeah, I noticed that too.
Everything was clicking. It was seamless. It was easy to get through.
Now, I saw our buddy Maximus Prime on Twitter today saying that he was noticing if you're installing a game, I assume this is a disc-based game, but let's just say installing a game, whatever that means, he felt it impacted your loading times when you're playing another game. Have any of you guys tried doing that? So, for example, Eric, have you tried installing, what would you be playing, like Borderlands, right, or Warzone? Have you tried installing one of them and played Overwatch at the same time? Did you notice any difference in performance?
Not so much, because I did do that. I had Borderlands 3 downloading, installing, whatever one you want to call it, while I was playing Overwatch, and I didn't notice too much of anything.
Okay.
Yeah, I agree. When I was playing Destiny, I was downloading Borderlands 3. I didn't notice anything going on, anything wacky. Yeah.
All right. I'm hearing that the Twitch integration is not great. I'm sure you guys haven't looked into that yet, though.
Nah,
I have not. But from what I understand, my guy I watched streaming, Gathalion, said that if you want to stream from your Series X, you need a computer to do it.
Well, I think you need your phone. I think you got to do something on the phone. I saw.
He was talking like camera wise and stuff. If you want
okay.
to. Yeah. Apparently, the Series X is not streamer friendly straight out of the box. So you have to have separate, PC or whatever to be able to do that comfortably.
So, Matt, you noticed playing Destiny, everything that you saw previously through the influencers and journalists of their videos came true. Everything was instantaneous. Menus are real snappy.
I wouldn't say instantaneous, but a whole lot big improvement over the last Destiny, last gen. It's very fast. You go in, the old Destiny, you go in, you hit to your menu to change a weapon or to look at your quest or destinations that come up, and it be all like Charlie's and stuff and looking in that. Now, no, it comes up, it's like boom, it's right there. You can change your weapon real quick, get right back in the action. Okay, same thing going in, changing destinations, looking at quests and stuff like that. It's fast. It's snappy. Just moving around the console in general, I think is snappy. Don't you think, Eric? I think it's
I do. I do think there. Yeah, absolutely.
Getting out of the Microsoft Store. Same thing. Borderlands 3. Same thing. A lot quicker. a lot faster. Now, the first time I started Borderlands 3, fucking broke, black screen, crashed. I was like, I blame that on Borderlands. Okay,
It didn't crash your Xbox; it crashed the game, right?
It crashed the game. Yeah,
Because you could still go back to your dashboard, quit out.
It went back to that's why it went back to my. It went to a black screen, then went to my dashboard. I was like, "Fuck." Okay, but after the game downloaded and updated, it was fine. After that, okay. So it's fast. It's much more responsive. Borderlands 3 is. I just downloaded Madden today remotely from my phone. I need to try that, see what that's going to be like. Apparently, I own the game. I look back at my receipts. I did not buy that fucking game, but apparently I own the game because it says you own this. When I went searching for it in the store, and I was fuck it, all right, download it and
you must have bought somebody some donuts or something.
I don't know, Eric. I wish, but somehow I got that fucking game for free.
Now,
somehow.
So you went back to Borderlands 3 and you've played it with the upgrades and everything, and how does it look?
Incredible. So the 60 FPS coming through on that game, oh man, so smooth, so fast, quick. It looks gorgeous. It looks absolutely wonderful. I can't wait for the Destiny update to come through and see how great it's going to look at 60 FPS. Because right now it's still at 30 FPS.
So right now you've only played 2 games so far. Is that correct?
That is correct. Yep.
Okay. Eric, what about you? Have you played any more than 2 games besides Overwatch?
And I play Overwatch. I played Borderlands, and I was just basically just loading stuff up because I didn't. I started fresh also, so.
Okay. Now, do you guys feel that is a letdown for you at all? That you don't have like a bunch of brand new stuff to try?
Yes and no. The Game Pass is great, but I find myself on Game Pass going, yeah, play that. I don't want to play that. I don't want to hog up my hard drive with that. You know what I mean? Yeah. So to be honest with you, and I'm just going right down the middle, guys, because I know a lot of people are Xbox people and they think we just talk trash about the Xbox. It's not that. There was no big. I'm with Los, and I agree with Los. I didn't have a feeling of a new console with the Xbox.
I agree.
And I didn't have that feeling. And I'm not shitting on it or anything, but it's just not there yet.
Right.
I agree to a point with what you say, Eric, because it's the same UI, it's the same thing. It's a different form factor. But I do see the faster speeds. I do see the snappiness of getting in and out of games, the menu system, so forth and that. So...
Well, the reason I asked if you guys played other games, because, there is some new stuff here that's only on the Xbox Series X and S. There's Quick Resume. Have you guys tried that at all?
Yeah, I tried that. That's cool. That's really cool.
Now, you guys play online games like, online as a service type game, so I'm not sure if Quick Resume really applies because the Destiny's got to boot itself back up into the instance of the game. But there is Quick Resume. That is something that would be new to you guys. There's also Smart Delivery, so you feel like you guys are getting the correct game for your system, right?
It did for Borderlands.
I think it did something for Overwatch too. That's what I'm saying. It just automatically did something for it. Something I don't know. Yeah. It didn't indicate it though. It didn't say, "Hey, this is Smart Delivery, and here you go." It didn't say anything.
I think. I'm sorry, Mike. Go ahead.
No, go ahead.
Well, I think until Cyberpunk comes out, I think for me to get the true value of my Series X would probably be to download Gears 5, I suppose. Isn't that supposed to be optimized for Series X and everything?
Well, you can go to the store now, and you can search on games that are optimized. You can see the whole.
Okay.
You can see the whole list. There's a filter there that will show you, and there's a whole bunch of them. Some of them are Game Pass, some of them you have to buy. That Tetris Effect is optimized, and that's free on Game Pass.
Okay.
So if you want to,
I'll have to check that out this week. Yeah.
Now, of course, we've seen some issues where Xboxes are having some issues, just like PlayStation, which we'll get to. Have you guys put disc in your consoles yet at all?
Yes.
Okay, because some people are saying that they're making a grinding noise when installing a disc. Did you have anything like that happen, Eric?
Nah, those are probably people with it laying on its side, probably.
Mm-hmm.
I don't
Right.
know, but no grinding from my end. Nope. You
Okay.
can't hear the Xbox at all. You can't hear it
You
not
can't.
whatsoever.
You
Whatsoever.
absolutely cannot. I agree 100% with Eric. You cannot. You do not know that some bitch is on.
Even well, you haven't put any disc in yet, but Eric, when you put a disc on, you don't even hear that disc spin up.
Not at all. Nope.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Trying to think of what else. No, nothing bad. Everything's positive. It seems like, but just waiting on more games.
So far, I mean, yeah, I think my biggest negative, Mike, because you're talking about being the same as last gen menu stuff, but even the sound, turning it on, it's the same sound. Turn it on, that same, same. I think the new controller is a little bit smaller.
Let's get into the controller.
Yeah, it is smaller.
It's smaller than the other one.
What do you think of the? What do you think of the tacky sandpaper on the back?
I like it.
I like that. I like that.
I like the grippies on the triggers too.
Yep.
Yeah, I like it. It feels like an Xbox controller. Okay.
I love the D-pad. The D-pad really fucking feels really good.
It seems I don't know if snappier is the right word, but it seems more responsive.
Have you tried the share button yet?
I have not. No.
Me neither. I haven't either.
Come on, guys. You got to get up your social media cred. What are you fucking doing? Playing games? I mean, since when does playing games trump becoming, a social media, maven?
You're right. My bad.
Well, I mean, fucking, we didn't say at the top, this is a Glovebox subsidiary, and everything has to go back to Glovebox Gaming. You're not out there tweeting it and.
No.
Does the share button directly interface with Twitter? Yes. So it's very much like PlayStation now showing off. You hold it down, you can customize it, hold it down, tap it, and you get, you can record. It's very much like PlayStation. And it's built into to Twitter now, and you just put your own little thing, and it will automatically put the other hashtags in for you, and then you just press post or share or whatever. Pretty much the same experiences between the two. So let me talk about me. I like I said, I didn't get the Series X. I got the Series S, which I plan to get all along, and so I have the white controller here. I like the form factor on the Series S. It's sitting right next to me on my desk here, vertical.
It looks tiny.
It is. It's like maybe a little bit bigger than a tissue box. Would be the way to describe it. You know what I mean? Slightly bigger than a tissue box. And that what I call the hot plate is, I thought it was going to be mesh, but that is actually plastic.
Does it have holes in it?
Yep, it has holes in it. You can feel the heat coming out. Super simple to set up, just like all the consoles these days. I did buy the $220 expansion memory card. So what I did the day before is I took my existing external hard drive, put all the games I wanted on the hard drive. I hooked it up to the Series S. Boom, no issues. It, promptly came up. My library expanded. It said, okay, you got all these games. Boom, I put in the expansion. And that came up, spinned up, and said, okay, here's all your memory you have over here. And then I copied all the games from the hard drive that I wanted to the expansion card, and that went very quick. No time at all. It moved a whole bunch of games very, very quickly. So, and I like that I can now when I get the Series X, I can just pop that out,
the card,
and go back and forth between the two. You know what I mean?
Oh, that'd be nice. Yeah, that'd be nice.
Yeah. So, I was excited about that. I mean, that's a big entry. A big cost of entry there. I mean, $220 is nothing to snub your nose at for memory. You know what I mean? That's a lot of coin for just memory.
Yeah.
But it did the trick. And otherwise, it's like I said, it's the same UI. I do like that the dashboard has the themes, a little bit of custom themes with some, movement in the background. You guys enjoying that?
I've got that enabled. Yeah, I got a nice little. My favorite color, blue, is back there.
Yeah. Games wise, I was just really playing, the Destiny stuff and Tetris, but I have it on my monitor here, which is only 1080p. But for the Series S, that's not a problem because really it's 1440p upscale to 4K. So I'm just losing a little bit of graphic, fidelity being on the 1080p. But otherwise, the system is kind of built for this type of situation, a streaming Xbox, if you will. So it's ideal for the setup I have it right now. And satisfied with it. I'll be curious to see once I get the X if I'll ever use the S again. But it's what I'm playing on. It's what I'm playing on now. I played a bunch of Destiny with you, and it didn't look any better, but certainly was in the menus very quick. Has all the same SSD architecture in there, and very very responsive. Loads right up. It's pretty seamless.
I'm looking forward to the 8th and then the 10th. I'm going to hook my Series X up to my 4K TV back here. I got 4K monitor, but it's not HDR. So I'm going to hook up to my TV, which is HDR and all the other bullshit with it, and see how it looks there with all the improvements, everything, especially with Cyberpunk. I'm really looking forward to seeing what Cyberpunk looks like. If
work is good to you, Matt, that the S might be something you might want to get at your desk, and you hook the other one up to your TV. That way you don't have to switch.
Or buy a nice brand new 4K HDR monitor.
You can have that too.
Yeah, I got plans.
So let's get
into I got plans. Oh man.
Oh boy, Eric's getting all new TVs. I'm sure. Did either one of you go to like the video settings and make sure all the check boxes were checked off?
Yeah, I went to mine and I'm missing. I think
120 hertz.
Yeah, but I like I said, I'm making plans.
So Eric's got new TVs coming next week.
I'm getting 2 8Ks, bro. Not next week, but I'm just planning on it. Not no
2
time
weeks.
soon, but
8Ks. God damn.
Yeah, 2 8Ks, bro.
Can't even see that shit.
That's all right.
It's there.
My mind can see it.
As long as the checkbox is checked, Matt.
Exactly. Exactly, Mike. See, that's why I mess with Mike, because he knows. Yeah. As long as the checkbox is checked.
I ain't getting all my shit.
All right, Eric, let's dive into the PlayStation 5.
Man, let's dive into the PlayStation 5, baby.
So I want to give a shout out to the UPS and the FedEx guys. Amazon couldn't give me the Series X, but those PlayStation 5s were here. 4 of them. All 4 of them showed up. No issues, right on time. So I was able to ship mine. It probably was at my door, I don't know, about 12:30, 1 o'clock, and I was at the UPS store just about an hour or two later shipping it to Eric, and Eric got his on Saturday morning.
Next day. Man, that UPS wasn't messing around, man.
That's good value, $24.57 or $24.75 to ship that. That's not bad at all. And if you wanted it on like Friday morning at 8 a.m. or something, it was like $212.
God damn.
I was like, Eric can wait the extra day.
I really was going to wait the extra day.
Yeah. So I'm happy that showed up for you. Pretty quick. So I shipped it on a Thursday and you got it on a Saturday. I thought that was pretty good.
Yeah, man, that was awesome.
So the boxes are very robust, very big boxes.
Huge.
The packaging, while good, not as up to the Xbox quality, but still good.
Yeah.
Right. You open it up and there she is.
Man, it's surprising. It's surprising how big it is. Right? I was like, wow, that thing is big. It's huge.
So in person, was this thing like bigger than what you thought?
Yes.
Oh yeah.
I didn't think it was going to be that big.
I mean, it wasn't bigger than I thought because everybody's telling you, and you've had enough warning that it was going to be large and in charge. But yeah, once you actually have it like on your kitchen counter and you put the stand on, which adds another couple inches. you're like, yeah. And let's talk about the stand, Eric. Very easy to set up. I mean, even me, right? You know, who fucking hard to screw in a light. You know, screwing in a light bulb is a challenge for me.
You didn't tear it up or anything. You didn't mess it up.
No, I even use a nickel just to prove my point that you don't need that you didn't need a screwdriver. I just got a nickel and tightened that nut on.
And they thought of everything, you know, because when you take the little black piece off of the bottom, you put the little black piece right into the stand where you take out the screw.
Right.
Man, those guys did some forward thinking, man. I was like, wow, that's pretty cool.
Yeah, so that was no problem at all to get going. But yeah, once you see it there on your kitchen counter, you got the stand on there. You're like, fuck, that's a big console.
Yeah, it made
my wife's like,
what
the hell is that?
Tiny.
Right.
It made the Xbox look tiny, man. I was like, wow.
I'm just looking at it right now. It's like, holy Christ.
It looks great.
Personally, I've said this many times, you guys. I think it's a sexy looking machine. I'm in the minority here. I think it looks hot. I think it's a great looking machine. I wish I had.
I want to hear your same opinion when it's sitting there next to your desk and it's like the fucking towering beast that it is.
Well, that and the real would be what Barb says.
Put some fishnets on it, Matt.
and a lamp cover.
Yeah. Just look at it.
No, but it definitely, when you come downstairs, it demands attention. Whereas I think the Xbox, and not crapping on it, but it'll fade in the back a little bit. That right there demands attention.
It does. And I have all the accoutrements for it. So I got the headphones, I got the camera, the charging station.
Yeah.
No. You buying any of those yet, Eric?
On my day off Wednesday, I'm gonna get the headphones probably.
The headphones we'll have to do a party test because I always shit on those headphones. I didn't think the quality. I know Matt said they were very comfortable headphones, the golds, but I never thought the mic quality was great on them, and to the point where I gave mine to Chase.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, they sound phenomenal. I think the 3D headset, the Pulse 3D headset, sounds really good, comfortable. And I'm just, now I'm just waiting to hear what the mic quality is going to be like, right? There is no boom mic like Matt has on his headset right there. You know what I mean? It's just all hidden. It's so
yeah.
So. I know back when I had my gold wireless set, I know you always complain about how I sounded and stuff on it. So I'm curious to see if the new ones are improved or not.
Yeah, me too. I guess they got 2 hidden mics on there. So we'll see.
And I heard one is noise canceling also, one of the mics.
Yeah, but very comfortable to wear. And I think, playing certain games, I have a bunch of games to talk about, but I could hear the difference. And it's not like a striking difference, like, wow, like audio quality, it's the subtle, nuances, right? You know what I mean? Like you're walking as Miles Morales through Harlem, and you can hear certain noises, just of the city type noises coming from different directions in your headset.
Yeah, that's cool.
Yeah. So you got her set up, Eric?
Yes.
No issues.
Oh man, no issues whatsoever, man. And it was easier, I thought, with the PlayStation to set it up. Because you used the QR code. I don't know if you did that with the app.
Yeah, I used the QR code. Yep.
Man, that thing went instantly, man. And it got everything. Everything just went straight to the PlayStation 5. I didn't have to do anything after that. It was done.
Yeah, so the QR code that came with it, Matt, you just scan it
on the screen.
Yep.
Through
your TVs. Yeah.
So both consoles, you need your phone to.
You didn't need to with the PlayStation. You could do it.
You didn't need to.
You could do it manually with the PlayStation, but they give you the option to use the QR code.
Okay.
Through the app, and it just worked very well.
And it made it easier.
Yeah.
For sure.
Okay.
For sure.
Now let's talk about first though, Mike, when you turned it on. And that's why, Matt, I'm saying it was a whole different experience because, like Lo said, it feels next gen. From when you turn it on, there's a whole splash screen and a whole presentation that comes with it, and it's like, wow,
And it's an HDR too.
yes, and it's something, and it makes you stand back and be like, wow, okay, this right here
See?
is next generation.
It really does. It's really nicely done, and in a way, it's back to the PS3.
Yeah.
Every time you go over a game, so whether you're going Miles Morales, and then you go over to The Witcher or Grand Theft Auto, your tiles now are way up top, okay? The tiles for your games. And then, so let's say you go over Grand Theft Auto. Then it displays all this artwork down below for Grand Theft Auto, and it gives you all the music of the game and everything like that. So it feels like every time you go over a different tile, you're getting a new, fresh experience, something, like a hype machine, right? It just felt, I had Mafia 3 that I installed, right? So you scroll over that, it shows you all the artwork, it plays you the awesome music from Mafia 3. Where they went away from that in the PlayStation 4. It was just very cut and dry. Would you agree, Eric?
Yeah, I do agree. They I guess when they put it up top so high, I guess they want you to use all the screen's real estate for what's going on, what you're getting into, and it's similar, but it's different. I don't know if that explains it, but it's similar, with the PlayStation, how you go left to right and all that. It's similar, but it's a bit different.
Do you know that you can press triangle, and it will take you over to the options on the right hand side, to the settings in your profile?
Nah, I didn't know all that yet.
Yeah, so if you're just like cruising around in the main menu, and you want to go to settings, just press triangle, and it will take you to the upper right hand corner.
Okay.
And then when you're powering the machine off, it's a little different now. You used to hold the PlayStation.
It took me a minute to figure out how to turn the damn thing off. I was like, how the hell do you turn this thing off?
So you press the PlayStation button, and it brings up this menu down the bottom.
Yeah.
Right? And that menu down the bottom, you can go left or right. So the power is all the way over to the right. So the other trick is
it wraps around.
So just so when you press the PlayStation button and you want to power off, go to the left, and it will just bring you to the right, and then you just select it from there.
Man.
Go ahead.
Let's talk about one thing. This right here, what we're about to talk about right now, Matt. This right here is the game changer. The damn controller, bro.
That controller looks hot as hell.
No, damn it, looking hot. I'm gonna tell you, man.
It looks hot.
It's a game changer, because they have that demo on their Astro's Playroom,
right?
And that right there is nothing but a demo for that controller. Let me tell you, Matt, it's something that you have to experience, man. It's a lot of subtle stuff, because they didn't just put the stuff in there to be rumbling in every 5 seconds. It's not like that. When I tell you, they got this one board in Astro's Playroom where you're skating on ice.
Yeah,
bro, the controller feels like you're skating on ice. I can't explain it, Matt.
Or then you blow into the controller.
Yes,
So you're going
sick.
down this ice thing, and you got to jump over these ice things, right? And then eventually you go down this slide, and like Eric's saying, your controller feels like you're on ice skates, and then you sort of jump on these icebergs that have this propeller, like pinwheel on it, and you take the controller up to your mouth and you blow into it, and it speeds up the propeller, and your iceberg starts going.
They're gonna have
That's
to,
awesome.
They're gonna have to, and that's what Microsoft is gonna have to give some kind of haptic feedback on what it. That's the difference, bro.
It seems like many people were saying, well, only first party shit's going to use this, right? But we've already seen Fortnite. We've already seen NBA 2K.
Bro, Call of Duty does it.
They say every gun in Call of Duty has a different haptic feedback.
Absolutely. You feel differently when you shoot a handgun and a shotgun.
You talking about like in the triggers and shit?
Yeah.
But the recoil is different. It's different. It's hard to explain, but you got to feel it. You can feel the difference.
I heard someone say on Twitter that they can tell difference between heavy guns and other guns when they're pulling the trigger on guns and stuff. There is a difference there.
Yep.
That's amazing. That's amazing.
Yeah, I can't wait to try that with Call of Duty. I definitely got to pick it up. I've been holding off on it a little bit because, the one downside, I think, to the whole PlayStation 5 is the storage situation. So you
Yeah.
only get 666 gigabytes. And that goes very, very quickly. And a Call of Duty is supposed to be around anywhere
100, 130, something like that.
130 or something like that.
Yeah.
So that's a lot of real estate. And the externals right now they're looking into. They are aware of the feedback that people gave them that they're not happy that externals can't be used for cold storage to store your PS5 games on, but can't play them, and then move them over to the internal like you can on the Xbox. So they're aware of that feedback and they're looking into it. So I would suspect a lot of that type of stuff is going to get patched in sooner or later. They also said the same thing about people complaining that there's no support for 1440p on the PlayStation. So people stream, or Matt, you want to sit at your desk and you got a 1440p monitor. The PlayStation 5 can only do 720, 1880, and 4K. And doesn't even have the 8K yet, and even though it says it on the box. So that stuff's going to get patched in. But I thought a lot of options and settings, a lot of different shit you can do. You could really spend a whole day in there poking around with stuff. The one negative I did have that bug with Miles Morales. And since then, I have not been using that. I don't think we call it quick resume, but what do we call that feature where you just pause the game and then you come right back into it? That we've been using all last gen.
Yeah, I don't know what it's called, but I know what you're talking about.
Right. So when you do that specifically in Miles Morales, then you come back, your system is not happy, and you sort of get that extended. We've all seen that window come up with PlayStation. Extended memory is corrupt.
Yeah.
Got to rebuild your hard
database.
Drive. Rest mode. Thank you,
Yes.
Yeah. So if you put your games in rest mode and you have an external plugged in and you're playing Miles Morales, you're in for a bad afternoon. So I am not trusting it with any game at this particular point. Any game that I'm playing right now, I am saving and I am quitting out entirely. I assume that there'll be a patch for that very, very soon because we can't have people rebuilding their hard drives and, that's just not good. I've heard also people with Call of Duty and other games, they download them and something happens in the middle of the download and it never finishes, never completes, and the only way to fix that is by doing a factory reset. So there are some UI, as good as the UI is and as good as I feel it's next gen, it is a little bit buggy here and there, I think.
How is we talk about on the Xbox, how's the sound and the heat on this thing?
I don't hear anything except when you do put a disc in, you do hear the disc boot up, like spin up. But that's just a momentary thing, and then you don't hear it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? That's the only noise I heard, but otherwise I don't hear anything from it. Heat-wise, I don't feel any heat.
Nope.
None at all.
Good. That's good. Good.
Now, let me say this. Like, I download, because, if you have PlayStation Plus, you have a subscription or whatever, they have, I don't know what it's called, Mike. I know you know.
PlayStation Collection?
Yes, the PlayStation Collection. So I downloaded Days Gone, and because I have the disc version, but I just downloaded Days Gone and, some of the other stuff. And those are PS4 games, right?
Yes.
So I was under the assumption that the PS4, you had to have a PS4 controller, a DualShock. That's not true, because I played Days Gone with the PlayStation 5.
So the deal is you can only use the DualSense with PS5 games. You can't use the DualShock 4 with PS5. But you can use the DualSense with any game.
Okay, cool. All right. Because that's what I was doing. I was like, I thought you couldn't play PS4 games, but hey, it worked. And the Days Gone looks fantastic. Just so you know, it looks great.
Oh my God! I downloaded Ghost of Tsushima.
Did you have to pay the $10? Did you have to pay that $10? It told me I had to pay like a $10 upgrade fee or something.
No.
For the PS5 upgrade.
To Tsushima?
Yeah, I have Tsushima.
No, I didn't have to pay anything.
I don't know if that's
all the PlayStation games were upgraded, I think, free. I didn't have to pay anything. Mm. And let me tell you, at 60 frames per second, that thing looks unbelievable. I am like mildly pissed that I completed that game, and right now I'm just going around collecting stuff. And if you're still in chat, I think for a long time I complained about games. You know how you beat the big baddie at the end, and then you're done with the game, and they put you back into the world like nothing happened, and all the enemies are still there, and they're still chasing you around and everything, and they don't understand that you just killed their boss. Well, in Tsushima, yeah, the Mongols are still like in certain parts of the game, but everybody knows that you've been exiled. So I'm trying to go like collect some collectibles at my uncle's like castle and his fort and things like that, and you can't get in because you've been exiled, and you can't go back to your own, the Sakai clan, the house or whatever it's called. You can't go there anymore. You've been exiled, so you're put off in somewhere else, and I'm just like, holy fuck. I can't go to these places anymore. I can't go get my shit. I can't collect stuff. So,
I want to talk about a game. Matt, this is for you, Matt. I did this for you. Let me tell you something, man. Let me tell you something, man. I thought it was dumb, right? I was like, this is stupid, but I'm going to do it anyway because I wanted to talk about it and I want to tell Matt about it. Matt, I downloaded Bug Snacks. Let me say something to you, buddy.
I was playing Bug Snacks today.
Hold on. I thought it was a dumb piece of crap game. Bro, that game is awesome. Let me tell you,
it's better than Knack? It's better than that?
No, it's a cross between Animal Crossing and Pokemon.
Oh, wow.
Yes, sir. That's what I think. And I thought it was fantastic. And the voice work in it it's not easy.
No, you got to collect you got to collect these bugs, and you feed people in town, and they turn into the bugs. Like,
bro, the game is awesome.
You got to set traps.
Yeah, man.
There's some puzzle elements.
Sometimes they come and take your trap. That damn man,
the flying thing.
Yeah, man. That game is awesome. You got to get the trap back.
I thought the controller worked well. It didn't overdo it. You know what I mean? But there was some nice.
It was subtle stuff. Yeah. Matt, you will love Bug Snacks. I'm here to tell you.
Good. It looks like a cute little game. It looks better than that. What was it? Knack, right?
Yeah.
It came out.
Man,
the PS4.
Man, Bug Snacks is awesome.
The thing that PlayStation desperately needs that Xbox has is the smart delivery.
Yeah.
I don't like the way that you have to figure out where the PS5 version of the game is. I heard there's some people out there that have been playing like the PS4 version of Spider-Man or Miles Morales when they should have been playing the PS5 version.
Well, you go into the store and you can put it in a category. That's what I did. And you put just PS5 stuff, and it only lists PS5 stuff.
Right, but if I bought it the day before the pre-order so I could get the skins. And so it was just there like in my library. So you got to know to download the PS5 version once it's there in your library.
So it's not automatic.
Yeah, I don't understand why they give you like you're on your PS5 and you go look in your library and you see both games. I know Jagoosh. I'm not sure if he listens to the podcast or whatever, but I saw him on Twitter saying he had to restart Miles Morales because he was playing the PS4 version of the game. So you got to pay attention to shit like that. And I think, Xbox handles that a lot better. One thing I noticed, there's no like making a primary console, Eric. I didn't see that for the PS5 like this on the PS4. It seemed like
saw that either.
If you have a PS5, you get automatic uploads to the cloud.
Yeah.
That was already like, there's like a toggle, like enabled or not. And it says auto upload is enabled by default. And it didn't mention anything about, making this your primary PS5. Now, maybe if I bring another PS5 online, maybe that will change. The system will go, okay, now we know that you got two PS5s under your account, and now you have to make one primary. But there was no option now for that.
That'd be interesting. Go ahead and get another one, Mike, and let us know.
I got one right here next to me. I got the digital.
I think if I get a PS5, it's going to be the digital version. I would like to get the digital version of the PS5.
No. Yeah, digital's going to go. I think it's either going to be my son's Christmas gift or it's going to go to the Cape House. So when you guys come over, Matt, if you don't have a PS5 by next summer, you'll be able to play it.
That's good to know.
There
You know,
go.
Lynn said to me, she goes, "What are you going to do if those guys comes over and you got your systems?" My initial thought was, well, I'll fucking take them off and I'll just, And then I was like, well, if Eric and Matt are going to be coming over the house, they're going to want something to play with. I can just lock my account so they can't get into it. And then if they want to use the systems, they got to log in with their own account.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you go.
But if other random people are going to stay at the house that I don't know, I'm fucking unplugging those things.
There you
But
go.
Eric, you hear that though? Eric, Lynn's open to us coming over to the house on the Cape. She's warming up to us.
That's what's up. Lynn is cool as a fan, bro.
And I don't know. She's gonna punch me in the face. I think it's the first time she sees me or
I
something.
don't think she's gonna punch me in the face. She might punch you in the face.
Probably not you. Apparently I'm like Mike's life coach. I make decisions.
I can't remember if you had me ask her something or she had me ask you something the other day, but someone was relaying a message to one of you. I can't remember what.
I can't remember.
No.
I can't remember.
But PS5, I'm a big fan, and it's
Yeah.
not that I'm crapping on the Xbox. I'm not, but
I am-
PS5 is a big experience.
I'm happy that the Xbox X didn't arrive yet. To be truthful, I'm happy that it's not sitting here right now because I wouldn't be using it.
And see, that's what I went through. Now I'm sitting here going, since I have both of them, what have I played most? And it's been all PS5, bro.
Yeah, I mean, I got all the games. I wish I was on vacation this week as opposed to last week because now that it came towards the end of the week, I wish I was not working this week coming up because I want to put in Witcher. I got them all installed, Witcher 3 and Fallout 4. I installed Ratchet and Clank. I want to play all those games on the hard drive, the internal, the SSD, and take the full benefit of them,
Yeah. I think you guys are 100% correct. I think the PS5 is the whole new console feel, new console generation. Okay, you feel like you got something new. Whereas the Series X it's an upgrade.
The only misstep that Microsoft took was if they would have had one or two games specifically for the Series X at launch,
and you knew
then
it
it
was
would have been a wrap.
You knew it was supposed to be Halo Infinite. It's on the fucking box. It was
Exactly.
too late. They printed the damn guy on the box. You knew that was the plan all along. That was supposed to be Halo Infinite. That was supposed to be the killer app.
If they had something to showcase that box, man, it'd have been a different. We'd be talking different right now, I think.
Right. I mean, when's this Cyberpunk came out this week? Right. It was supposed to come out this week coming up.
It's supposed to come out. So it's got the 19th, right?
That'd be almost a blessing in disguise that got delayed because now it's giving people the power to play Bug Snacks and Astro Playroom and, some of these other games and trying out all the haptic feedback in Call of Duty and 2K and stuff like that. And just seeing the benefit of the system where who knows, Cyberpunk is not optimized for these systems. It's going to have a little bit of optimization, but it's not going to have the full update till next year. And who knows if they've done anything with the haptic feedback or adaptive triggers.
Is that official that Cyberpunk won't be optimized for the new systems?
No, it won't. Yeah, it's going to be. They said there's going to be there'll be a day one upgrade for the new systems. This was the plan before it got delayed, that you were going to get the game and there would be a day one upgrade. But as far as the Destiny upgrade that you're talking about and the Borderlands 3 upgrade, that's not coming till next year. You will not.
So we're not going to get full Cyberpunk experience until next year.
Yeah, this game was made for the PS4 and the Xbox One. You know what I mean? It was with those systems in mind, and there was going to be a day one patch for the new systems. Now, maybe because they're delayed, it will be more enhancements. I don't know. I don't want to put words in their mouth, but just like the Witcher 3, upgrade is not coming until next year. Same thing with the Cyberpunk. It's not till next year.
I did not know that.
It's a little disappointing for sure.
Yeah.
Because now that you've had all these systems, you're like, I want to fucking play this thing. With all the bells and whistles right out of the chute.
Mm-hmm.
Anything else that we missed on the PlayStation 5, Eric?
Not really. No.
The USB-C on the front is interesting to me. That must be just for VR for the future. They don't.
I don't.
PlayStation does not give you a USB-C to USB-C cable, right? So on the front of my PlayStation 5, there's a USB-C input, right? And I'm like, well, what does that go for? None of the accessories that I bought have a USB-C male input that I
Yeah,
can plug.
that is weird.
Now the SteelSeries Arctis headsets come with a dongle that you could plug into the front. So if you're using those headsets, that would be something. So it's future proofing, and it's also got to be for maybe PlayStation VR 2. Gonna go USB-C.
Well, they came out and made a statement about the VR. That they weren't going to really have a new VR for about 2 more years. Now, to use a VR on the PlayStation 5, you have to have that adapter, which I should get mine here soon.
It's also included in new pack-ins, like all the new Iron Man packs and stuff like that. It's going to be now in the box as well.
Oh, really?
Yep.
Okay, that's cool. So I like to, they said that the PlayStation 5 bumps up the fidelity of the VR. So they say, I don't know, we'll see. Once I get my little dongle, we'll see what happens. But they've been kind of slow on the VR stuff as of late. I don't know what's going on with that. But did you see on the UI mic on the PlayStation 5? They have a VR headset on it. Did you see that? Like when you push the PlayStation button where the power is.
Yeah, yep.
It has a VR headset right on that thing.
Yep.
So that's pretty and it doesn't light up. It doesn't do anything. So
if you wanted to charge your controller via USB-C to USB-C, you'd have to buy that cable.
Yeah.
Then you could plug it in. Then you could plug it into the controller, and then you can plug it into the front. Otherwise, you got to use the traditional, USB 3.1 to USB-C.
Yeah, because that's what came in the box, right?
Right. Yep.
Yeah.
I still find it weird that Xbox gives you no cables. They just give you batteries for the controller.
Yeah. It's weird.
No. Yeah, just very impressed. I'm impressed with the UI. I'm not sold on the cards yet. I don't think they're. I think it's too early to tell if that's
the
going to
cards.
The cards. So like you're playing Miles, right? You're playing Spider-Man or whatever game, and you press the PlayStation button. It pauses the game and it brings up those cards down below. Tells you what like mission you're on and what completion time. I need to see those like flushed out idea-wise a little bit more.
Yeah.
They're saying that the Sackboy game is unbelievable. Soundtrack.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to pick that up.
They're saying soundtrack of the year. It's on my son's Christmas list. I'm impressed. I would assume a firmware update is coming in the next couple of days. I'm sure they're collecting all the data, so be on the lookout for that. But just the settings wise, you can set all that stuff to auto, just like previous systems. I think there's some work they can do around storage and how they display it. A little confusing a little bit, especially if you got an external plugged in. You got to make sure. It was funny. I plugged in the external, and all these games that were CD based load up, and they got these red bars across them, right? And you know how, like, Matt, when you see, like, what game were we playing where they would always have like question marks or exclamation points?
X's, yeah.
What game was like you'd always have to make sure to go in and clear out all the exclamation points? Was that Anthem or something?
No, it was I'm thinking of that one of the Ghost Recon games where you
It could have even been Borderlands for all I know. There was always like you'd get these exclamations and you'd have to go through. But in the library here, all your disc-based games that would be on your external would have these red bars across them. So I had to go get all my discs and pop them in so it could tell that I owned the game. It had to do like that, DRM handshake, and then it applied updates. Like The Witcher got a big update, and then I was able to, once I did that, then I could move those games from my external to my hard drive, but it would not let me move it from the external to the SSD unless I put the disc in. And knew that I had ownership of the game, and then once you put the disc in and download, like an update happens, you go into your list of downloads, and it doesn't tell you what game is updating. It's just like kind of like this broken image, and it says like no data found, but something is like updating.
Really?
There's some half-baked UI stuff in there that they need to iron out.
Yeah, they got to tighten that up. Yeah.
Yeah. We won't play the jingle because we only got 2